We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Bloodbath in the crypto market. Saturday, Friday night. Dump from hell. Caught all the hodlers are cooked, Jomo. The KASPA hodlers. I heard some jumped from roofs last night. Some jumped from roofs. Um, Nasty stuff, man. Zebek collapsed. Bitcoin, Ethereum. What is going on, Jomo? Please save us. We cannot sleep. I couldn't sleep, man.
Man, I actually slept like a freaking baby, man. Look, we saw the weakness, and that's the beauty of how we trade, man. We don't get caught in these types of turbulence, never. Okay, actually, I know that you took some shorts even prior for this happening, okay, which is amazing, which is kudos here. That's a very good job. Look, and this is the main risk of markets that work 24/7, okay? The risk is that at any time you can be asleep, you can be abroad, you can be with your wife, your husband, whatever. Someone important can say something nasty, and that can rebalance and affect the markets. And just to make sure people understand what happened, right? So China sent a letter to many of the main governments around the world telling them something of the lines. Don't quote me on exactly what they said, but they said, we're not going to sell rare minerals or important rare minerals to you. Okay? And that happened, and Trump was, hey, that's very nefarious of you guys trying to monopolize, rare earth things, I'm gonna hit you back. You're not gonna bully the world, he says, right? You try to bully the world, I'm gonna try and bully you. So he announced that he's gonna bully them. That was the first thing. And the second thing he announced is that they're gonna do 100% tariffs on China. So what it seems that is happening, CM, is that the trade war is becoming more active. China made a step right now, okay? So you don't know what can happen. Now, one thing we know that Trump doesn't want the market to get implode, so he's going to try, to see what he can do. But right now, the bloodbath we saw yesterday, CM, look, it's either a huge sign for everyone to get the fuck out of everything and see what's happening, or it's a nasty, nasty shakeout, right? I'm not gonna predict. I'm gonna say I'm gonna let the market dictate. But one thing is for sure: if shorts are gonna call me, I'm gonna answer. Okay, that's what I have to say. That's what happened. Hopefully, everyone is safe. I know a lot of the hodlers here, viewers, probably not very safe. Probably are a bit, on the stress side, and I would be stressing out if I was in your shoes. That's why we don't huddle. That's why we use risk management. All the things that we have been talking about, CM, for months and years in our YouTube, in one night they all came to people's window and knocked. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Bro, we know, you know, this bull market was nice. The Bitcoin was just cruising higher and higher and higher. We told people, hey, don't be naive. Don't be naive. And look, one tweet, one Trump move, one dump on the S&P, and look what's happened to Bitcoin. Now, people don't understand what happened last night. They will say, oh, it's a shakeout, it's a clack clack. Man, I will show you some stuff now that will scare you to death. Okay.
Ooh.
This is the NASDAQ. Okay. This is the NASDAQ daily. Look at the daily PP man. The PP man is back from to P on the Nasdaq. Now, the last time you had a tariff sell-off, it was in April. It was brutal, brutal, and actually the Nasdaq dropped below its 100-day. Actually, they actually dropped, man. They actually dropped below their 50-week and managed to recover. Now, a lot of people, oh, Trump will save the market, the Fed will save the market. Maybe, but this could be, man, it's just the first candle, and it's a huge bearish
And it's a
engulfing.
weekend. It's
Yeah,
over a weekend.
yeah, and also it's a huge bearish engulfing candle. The biggest, look, this is the biggest red candle on the Nasdaq. It's also bigger than that one. That one was, how much was that? No, I don't think it's bigger than that one, but this one by itself is like 6% or something, 5%, man. Look, this is a warning sign. For me and Jomo, we watch charts, we watch for clues, we watch for market turning points. This could be a turning point. Look at the rising wedge. That's no joke. Now you have a breakdown of the trend line. Let's see if it broke below the 50. It's now testing the 50. I would assume next week continuation down. If the market will bounce, okay, Bitcoin and altcoins, it will buy us more time. But if the market will dump, do not be naive. Do not be naive. You're going to end up caught with your pants down, surrounded by bears in a dark night with bananas out. You don't want to. You don't want to F with, we've been warning people, hey, at some point you're going to get a turning point. This was the most, man, this move here, it was the most insane, stupid, bullish move ever on the Nasdaq. I think it was even more stupid than the .com. The move, man, it went up like a shitcoin. It went up 60%. It's outrageous. It's outrageous, man. And at some point, let's say at some point, Jomo, you know that, and I know that the big bear or the big whale will take his cookies. He will take his cookies and he will cash out. And now and that will be a triggering event. Now we have the Trump and China stuff we said yesterday. This could be a triggering event, man. And people are not ready. People are not ready. They're gonna be, now what happened to people in crypto, Jomo, is this kind of thought process. Oh, don't worry, it's a shakeout. My coin will recover. My coin is bullish. They don't understand the significance of the general market. You remember the general market chapter on William O'Neill book?
For sure.
On William O'Neill book, there is a whole chapter about the general market. Most people don't know what is the general market. They don't look at the general market. The general market is referring to the total global markets environment. When something bad's happening, a turning point, traders and investors must be ready. Now, again, we're not saying this is the turning point, but it could be. And if it is, oh boy, call the ambulance, man. It's gonna be a bloodbath. And we're gonna show you what happened to KASPA, to Zebek on last night, just on a little dump on the Nasdaq. Jomo, little dump. Imagine if Nasdaq dumped 30% now, 40%.
Oof.
Man,
Oh man,
Bitcoin
you're getting a bit
Bitcoin can
hysterical.
dump. Man, Bitcoin can
Oh,
dump.
Bitcoin, yeah. You said the Nasdaq. I was like, oh, the
No,
Nasdaq 40%.
I'm saying, I'm asking you, what will happen if the Nasdaq will dump 20-30%? It looks like, this is the way it looks like this chart. It looks like it can be easily turned to be a major crash. It can.
Look, definitely. I will say this, CM, okay? People need to understand price action, okay? And they need to have experience in the market. This is the Bitcoin chart, okay? This is the Bitcoin chart. And the thing about here that I think is very telling, okay, is you had an attempt to go to higher highs here. It failed. Okay, now this happened in the past, right? So we had this a bit higher than here and it failed. Look all the way back down. It took all this down, for a 30% move. Then you had kind of, this was a bit, this area was a bit higher than this and it took a minute, okay? But now we had, out of this high, we had this higher high and now another higher high, which is not something usual. It's not regular, okay? And you need to understand, if you go to the past, okay, in this cycle, I mean, okay, you didn't get this kind of odd behavior. Usually you got maybe one and then a continuation, because Bitcoin likes to play games, but when you get two of them, okay, it's kind of an odd price action. This looked like it wants to go higher, okay? Instead of, this looked like fire, okay? This looked like, where's the emojis? This looked like, banana wants to start here. And instead of banana, okay, instead of it, and just think about it for just 1 second, we got a fucking cadaver over here, okay? Which is not a good thing. And on some exchanges, okay, CM, we actually penetrated a bit below this line over here,
Yes.
which is a very awful line. By the way, this is the 200-day moving average, okay? This moving average over here it's not the 50 week, it's the 40 week, the 200-day moving average, which is also kind of a line of defense, okay, which we need to consider very much. So what am I trying to say over here? I'm trying to say that, you know, risk, okay, is very real. And even if this isn't, because we can't predict the future, we don't know what the future is going to say, but we can say, you know, that with high, let's call it, with an escalating degree, okay, with an escalating degree of probability, all these signs are bad, okay, not good. Also, don't forget that a few weeks ago we had the rate cut, CM. Everyone was waiting for the rate cut to happen, and it happened, and the price went down afterwards, okay, and it can't muster anything after. So it's iffy, CM. It's
Bro,
iffy.
this is scary, man. This is scary. So many red flags. Look, guys, by the way, guys, do us a favor. We come to you on Saturday, do us a favor, like the video, subscribe, because we are going to keep you posted always during the bear, during the chop, during every market cycle. So please give us a like, do us a favor, because, YouTube is very, very bitchy lately. So do us a favor. Now, look, this is this candle, man. Bro, I wanted to show you something. Oh, yeah, what you said about, look at the weekly chart, man. Okay, look at these topping tails coming from this area, man. And
Yeah,
look at this bearish engulfing coming. I was
yeah.
expecting last week, man. The breakout last week was insane. We had this altcoin move,
Yeah.
Zcash, many coins exploded, many coins.
Soon, dough, jelly, all the beauties.
Man, I thought we're going to an insane market environment. Now the Moon Boys will tell them now, no, don't worry, it's a shakeout. It's just a shakeout. Don't worry. But man, I don't know. Because what happened now, it bring back the entire rally. That's a red flag. You went up from the 107 up and another one, and now you're coming back down. So this could be some kind of an ABC fake, fake, how they call dead cat bounce type of a move. And look at this, look how they unleash the bear here. That's a big candle, man. That's a 1 day candle from top to bottom here. That's a 16% candle. Now you have many bearish signs. Look at MSTR, the Michael said. Now if you watch the X lately, man, it was insane. It was like a cycle top signals on the sentiment. Bitcoin going to 1 million. Every moron come. Oh, Charlie, whatever his name, or this guy, or JD,
Arthur Hayes.
Arthur
Oh,
Hayes. We're going to cruise. There will be no bear market this year. No bear market, Jomo. They completely. That's it. They decided there is no bear market anymore for crypto. That's it. It's only up market. Complete bollocks. Okay.
and
Now look
that's
at.
what happens when everyone is too bullish. You have this dramatic shakeout crash, thing that everyone, just get liquidated. Yesterday, CM, I don't remember the exact numbers. It was the worst liquidation day ever. Like multi tens of billions of dollars got poop out of people's pockets because they got liquidated. Just think about that for just 1 second.
Bro,
It's
this
amazing.
is not a regular day. I don't think it's a regular shakeout because it's a major event. Look at MSTR. Look, it's not only the crypto market, it's also the stock market. Look
Yeah.
at MSTR took a huge dump. Now MSTR triggered I told you, I called it. I called it the other day, like 2 weeks ago. It triggered the bear market because it closed below the 50 week. That's for me. That's for me. It triggered. Now, this chart is scary, man. This chart is scary. I'll show you. I'll show you more stuff. Look, I show you what's Coinbase doing. Coinbase, nothing major. Nvidia, okay, Nvidia as well, topping out from this trend line, got a big smack in the face. Apple, big smack in the face. All these moves down, I showed you also this one, Jomo, the DXY. Everybody calling for the devaluation of the dollar. The dollar is going to get wrecked, and crypto will moon. Yeah, but it's now bouncing from this long-term trend line, which tells me they are all wrong. That's what this chart tells me. They are all wrong, and the dollar is gonna bounce. So there are many risks, man.
Yeah.
Many risks looming. And
For
man,
sure, for
I'm
sure.
actually putting my bear hat till I
Bear hat.
see,
Oh, CM is putting the
bro.
bear hat again.
Look, generally speaking, obviously
Yeah, for sure.
I have my bullish trades
For
that
sure,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
take breakouts and stuff. But generally speaking, I have a big bear hat now on my head because I cannot, man. I saw it, man. You know, we saw all the Bitcoin crashes, all the Bitcoin scams, the higher high fake outs, all the traps. We know them. We know what
Yeah,
happened when they happen, and it's all aligned. Stock market bearishness, weakness, sentiment over frothy and scammy and
for
stupid.
sure.
Sentiment is stupid. You know, everybody calling for 13 million Bitcoin. What? What? Loans in Bitcoin. Trump holding Bitcoin, a statue of Trump holding Bitcoin. Come on, man. The little baby of Trump, you know, his son.
Oh,
Bitcoin,
the Baron, the
yeah,
Baron
it's gonna
made
change,
$80 million at age of 19. Look, that is a sign of a topping kind of shit for
bro.
sure, for sure.
Major.
So look, I agree with you. I think we're the same page where it's not that we are bearish or bullish. Okay, the thing that we are is just that we bend with the market. Okay, that's what we do. That's our job. Our job is not to fight the market. Our job is to bend to its will. Okay, that's what we do. And we are detectives in the sense that we understand that some signs just show us where, the path of least resistance is, and that is where we want to go. Usually that's where we want to put our bets on, because remember, this is trading and investing. It's an uncertain environment. All you can do is do your best you can to work with the probabilities to make the best bets you can, for sure. What about some questions, CM?
We're gonna look on Zebek in a second. Guys, do us a favor, like the video. But I just wanna sum the video stuff. Look, the Bitcoin. I wanna make a call. Look, if Bitcoin, look, guys, this is no joke. This is the 107,000 support, okay? And this is the 100K support. Remember this, okay? If Bitcoin start breaking below the 100K, I think it's done. I think it's cooked. And look what's going on. We're gonna keep you posted on the weekly, but look, we're now having a major topping tail on the 2-week chart, which will close in 1 day, and the monthly still have time, but you get topping tails as well on the monthly. So if Bitcoin will not rally in October, if Bitcoin will not rally back in October, I think it's cooked, Jomo. Just had to say that. Now let's look on Zebek.
Yeah, for
Now
sure.
look at Zebek, man. Zebek, look, this is not, you had a major dump. Look, this is not good. You see the double top? I saw it yesterday forming. That's it, man. By the way, we are obviously, all our members are out of the trade. We got stopped out. Our stops was around 44, something like that here. We out of the trade. We had a few buy orders here. Actually, overall was a nice little profit. But look at this. We've been, out of the trade from here. And look, this is not good. Okay, we were expecting a breakout. We got a big dump. Now the question is it a shakeout, just a little shakeout, you know, or it's just a test before the bear break? Because what people don't understand usually, when the bear break, like just like you have a bull breakout, so you have a bear breakout, so usually they're testing. There is a big volatility day, and then you get like the fizzling, then you get the mega dump. Okay, so that's usually what happened. I can show you example of the KASPA. When KASPA started its bear market, it was here. All the KASPA clowns told you, hey, don't worry, man, it's just a shakeout. It's just a
Yeah, I
shakeout.
remember that day.
It's just a shakeout. Yeah, we shorted it here. Oh, yeah, we shorted it here. But then it went sideways. And then everybody was, oh, it's okay. We're out of it. We're out of it. And that's it. That was the fizzling, okay? And that was the test, okay? The test of support, the test of liquidity, bam, and then pull the rug. And since then, Kaspa is cooked. And by the way, if we're already on Kaspa, look what happened to Kaspa, man. Wow.
Horrifying.
What a crash. I want just to show you guys. Give me a second. Let me show you guys the short we shared in the
Show
membership.
the short we had in the membership.
These people are like, they think we are playing games. Where is this short trade,
Yeah,
When,
they need the proofs, CM, all the time. That's how it is.
This is the short, KASPA possible short from October 9th. Okay, look at this. Short it now. Price was 72. Short it now. You can see the green lines. This is all the targets. Members are up in the profit. Actually went all the way to all our targets and some. Where is the chart? I'll show you. Look at this. That was our entry here.
On the Binance chart, by the way, the perpetuals chart on Binance, it went down 90%.
Yeah, Binance cooked it. Binance literally
cooked it.
they broke KASPA. They've been breaking KASPA since it got listed over there on the futures, and man, this is now they will tell you, oh, it's gonna bounce. Yeah, you have a big hammer candle. Yeah, but it can. I think it's cooked, man. It's cooked, man.
No, now it's a very bad area for sure. And look, we've been telling so many people about, all the risks in Caspa and whatever for over a year now, CM. We've been trying to help, and that's the thing. People think we get all these accusations about, oh, you're fudding the coin, you're fudding, as if we are like the god. Look, that's where the bottom is on the week here. CM is showing. We're not fudding anything. We are not the gods of KASPA or ZBCN. We're just showing from experience what are the risks and what is the highest probability of thing. And KASPA is a very wild example of how many people were against us, or against our reviews, and against us, just because we were like, hey, this is what we see. And of course, this is very unfortunate, because I know a lot of people that didn't want to listen to us, CM, and had a huge position. And I'm sure they're feeling terrible right now. So, and I have nothing good to say about Caspa, because we have nothing good to say about Caspa for many, many months. Only, that it doesn't look good. And the time to sell was a long time ago. But, people don't really want to listen. They just want to romanticize. That's what we're saying. Let's go to some questions, Sam. What do you think?
By the way, Jomo, I told people on the KASPA, through the last year, or that it's on the bear market. I told them I would not be surprised if it goes to 1 cent. And look what happened.
Yeah, you were right. You were right.
And people hated me. People, it's never gonna go. It was like, it's never gonna go there, man. What are you smoking, man? What are you smoking? What are you smoking? Look, it went to 9.
It went 1 cent. It went below 1 cent on Binance.
Man. And man,
sure.
our members printed on this short. We had this short. We had even XRP short. I shared many.
Yeah, for a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Triggered now, like what? And also, what was it? Wall.
WAL. Yeah.
We're gonna show them more example. Let's look on some question here.
Yeah. So John Giovan, or John Glovan, the way you like to say it, says Zek barely felt it, which is true, man. Zcash is kind of on a tear on itself for some reason. These privacy coins, specifically, Zcash and Dash, have been getting some attention. And, I don't understand the reason for it, but, every now and then there's a narrative around something. And for now, that's ripping. So definitely on a radar. Do you want to add something to that, CM?
Yeah, very bullish, but don't be naive, Gloven. Don't be naive. Don't be naive. Sure. The big whales, what do you think the big whales are not seeing what's happening? They're now selling. The big whales are coming out of Zcash, in my opinion. It's extended, man. There is no edge there to the upside. Not for us anyway. If you want to be a cheerleader of Zcash, go for it, man. I'm going with the general market. You will always have outliers that will pump or whatever, do the unthinkable. But I'm not trading the unthinkable. I'm trading the trend. The trend might be turning now. And look what happened to the shorts. Shorts were printing yesterday. So when shorts are printing, that's a signal. That's a signal, Jomo, that something is changing. Because remember, when we had the first printing day of the short back in January, it was the beginning of the Bitcoin correction. So this by itself is a signal to be defensive and not being naive baby boy with a little.
Anytime we have a night like this, and we experienced multiple of those in the past, even 2 years, or year and a half, let's call it, okay? It was always a sign of at least a midterm correction, okay? It never was a bounce right afterwards. That didn't happen. It was always a sign of further bearishness for at least a couple of weeks afterwards. So I definitely agree. So Rob is asking, what is the plan, fellas? Look, we said it multiple times, CM. The plan is to bend with the market. The market wants to show us shorts. We're going to take shorts. The market will show for some reason it's just bouncing and everything's going to go back up. We're going to go back with it. So the plan is, as always, the plan never changes, Rob. The plan is to find setups, to find probabilities, to find something that we can take in and out as fast as possible, asymmetric risk to reward kind of trades, be on them as aggressive as possible, take our money and our ROI and run to the hills from one trade to another, just always doing the same kind of things. Right, CM?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And for sure, never hodl, because we never hodl, right? So if you are a hodler so far, maybe you're getting to understand why we don't do that. Mr. Yoav is saying, can you look at Zebek? We looked at it right now, so that answers the question. Mr. Laterales is saying he shorted a bunch of coins and then he played on the bounce. Way to go, Mr. Laterales. Of course, hopefully that's true. We don't know if it is. Kudos for you. Oh, CM, that's a nice bicep.
The swan, man. This is the swan.
It's the swan. It's the
The
swan.
white swan. The white swan.
It does look like it, man.
The pee pee.
It looks like the Salt Bay move also.
Salt Bay, yeah.
Mr. Christoph is saying Sui. What happened to Sui? Just probably another just got smoked also like everything else. Yeah, Sui just got smoked, so he's laughing on it. Rob is saying, by the way, everyone, smash the like button, give us a sub to this channel, put the bell notification. We're showing you all the love as possible. We came here on a Saturday to kind of help you navigate this kind of turmoil and bad price action. The least you can do is, give us a sub. And also, we're going to have in 2 weeks a bootcamp, trading bootcamp, crypto trading bootcamp. We're going to share our knowledge. You can come, scan the QR code, come, we're going to share many beautiful alphas. You have a coupon code at the bottom, 25% off for all our live viewers. Just come. Yeah, what do you want to say?
By the way, Jomo, about this bootcamp, if we're going to go bear, okay, like bearish, the watch list that you're going to get is going to be also short candidates, okay? So you're not going to get only the bangers that can do very well ROIs to the upside that we have now and ready, but you're also going to get the potential short candidates, and we're going to show you part of the live trading, how to short, what to look for short, and stuff like that. If the market will tell us, hey, I'm going there. Okay, so we are
for sure
flowing. This bootcamp is going to be life-changing. Make sure you buy yourself a seat. Link below. Check out all the details. Scan the QR code. You check out all the details for yourself. Amazing stuff is happening.
Exactly. And you can also find it a link in the description. Rob is very generous with his comments today. Shout out to Rob. He's saying he has a feeling that this is just theater and the grand finale is yet to come. Like, what do you think? It's a game? A theater, man.
It is, man. It is a Ponzi. It's a Ponzi doll game, Hey, let's pump this one. Let's pump this one. It's so useful.
Yeah, man, I don't get to that kind of speculation or kind of thought process. I just say, this just happens. Anything can happen from here on. I mean, yeah, you can have a grand finale, and as we said, Trump is going to try for sure to create that grand. He doesn't want to be remembered as the president who imploded the markets. He wants to be remembered as the president that broke out the markets to higher highs. But anything can happen. He's not the main master of the markets.
Even if Bitcoin now, let's say, trigger a sell-off, whatever, to back to 100 or back to 80, whatever, okay, in the next couple of weeks, you're going to get a Fed emergency. They're going to print, okay? They're probably going to print to save the markets because all the markets will crash in an abnormal way. That's what happened before recessions as well, okay? Go research the charts. In 2008 and 2000, you had a rate cut, you had a rally into the rate cut. After the rate cut, then it was a sell the news, a dead cat bounce, mega crash, then the Fed panic, okay, print, you had another bullish move, and that was another dead cat bounce in the big bear. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is even if Bitcoin will go down and if Bitcoin topped, it doesn't matter. I still believe you're going to have a major bounce at some point from some level.
For sure.
And then you're going to have a major alt season, 2017 type of alt season, Jomo. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now live.
It happens a lot of times when Bitcoin is kind of crumbling. All the people that made a lot of money on Bitcoin are just trying to kind of figure out the last beta moves, let's call it, okay? That can happen. So you're calling it.
I'm calling it, and I'll tell you, it happened. I will show you, man. I just want to show you what I'm speculating. Look, this is the Bitcoin, okay? Look, we had this kind of stuff last cycle twice, okay? We had this.
Yeah.
The first stop on Bitcoin was the head and shoulders stop, okay? So we had this stopping, okay? It's very similar to what's going on now, man. Very similar, this fake higher high, marginally higher high that we had here.
True.
See, triple highs, and then you had this sell-off. Everybody, oh no, it's over. But then you had this bullish bounce here on Bitcoin. It was pathetic, but altcoins here, you remember, Jomo, we talked on the phone. Altcoins here went 10x's here. Here, that was a 10x season for altcoins. DeFi, all coins exploded here. Okay, so before then you had the Elon Musk bollocks, and that was the continuation. But you get my point. Now you have. So what I'm saying might happen again. This is just a potential scenario. I'm not calling for it. I'm just watching it. So you might get a dump, and maybe a bounce, or from this level, which is very important, the 107. Okay, to create another dead cat with altcoin bull, or you might take that level, go to the 100K, where the 100K is actually makes sense to get the big bounce from the 50-week MA, just like we had here before. We had a big bounce, and a big bounce. All right, so probably gonna get a test, then you're gonna get a big bounce, altcoin season on the bounce, but Bitcoin probably topped, and then rag pull from heaven, short will print. That's my speculation. Again, one of the scenarios I'm watching multiple scenarios. Okay, I'm preparing for every type of market. Okay, I'm preparing.
Exactly.
We have everything is ready. Markets wanna crash, we're gonna short the scam Ponzi's. We have Ponzi's ready to collapse. We had Wall short was so good, and now I'm gonna just like I'm searching for longs, I'm gonna search more for shorts because they're all cooked, man. Cooked.
Yeah. When I do a weekly study session, a weekly market pulse, I always tell all my members what's my stance is. Is it 50% short and long? Is it 70, 80? Is it 100% long, zero shorts in some instances, or vice versa? So we make sure that our members are always prepared with what is about to come. And as CM said, we coined it, all right, and I coined it a long time ago, scenario planning, okay, or scenario trading. Well, where because this is uncertain, you don't know what the market is going to do. All you can do is build scenarios, and then when one of those scenarios pan out, boom, you trade it, okay? Perfect. So look, Laurelis is saying over here, shout out. Yeah, I don't think the bull market is over, but I'm staying out for now. That's good risk management for sure. Okay, until you get the high probability trade, that's what you can do. What do you have, CM?
Hey, no, I'm just continue, man. I'm just looking at some stuff here.
John Giovan is saying, by the way, shout out to John, one of our lifetime members, and he is one of the best, testimonies of how we trade and how we, navigate this with our members. John, you can write down some, good things, how you've been experiencing all this with us. China's been buying a lot of gold with USD. Look, this has been happening for years now, okay? So the fact that now a lot of people are talking about this is actually kind of an indication that a potential, either a short-term or even a longer-term blow off top for gold or metals might happen, because gold has been on a rip for a long time. So they're definitely doing that for sure. China is trying to corner the mineral markets here, but it is what it is. You obviously saying, can you look at ZBCN? We did that. He's asking twice already. Precious metal prices have been prepared for this. Yes, for sure. Someone, Mr. Marian Cornell, is saying this is a COVID of 2025. Relax. Look, this kind of comment is pure nonsense because A, it's not the same thing for sure, because this is not, a big, black swan like, what happened in COVID. And also, this is not within a bear market. There's a huge difference, okay, between the two. And I'm going to share the charts to make sure you understand, okay? The COVID thing was here. I'm going to make sure you have a line. This is the COVID crash, okay? Now you can see that the difference here, that the COVID crash happened within, a prolonged sideways kind of bear market sideways action on Bitcoin after it had the bull run of 2017. Okay. And some people can say that this was the start of a new bull market, but it's not because of COVID. Okay. So this fall over here and then the recovery was within already a prolonged bear market. Okay. Right now, what we're having is within a prolonged bull market. Okay, so this is a huge difference, because when you are in a bear market for so long and then you have, let's call it a liquidation event that we had over here, or capitulation as a lot of people call it, then all you have left, because it has been a prolonged bear market, people have already sold the majority of the bags after a long bear market. Okay, so when you have a capitulation, all that you have, okay, left over here is just buyers. Okay, that's what happened in COVID. But when you have an event that can be, said it's kind of a gray swan, okay, that is after a prolonged bull market, that's not the same thing. There's a big difference between the two, Marianne, okay? And it's okay that you don't know this, you don't understand this, because you're probably kind of new. And even if you're not, you didn't try to get into the nuances of all these different things, okay? But it's definitely not the same. So I wouldn't subscribe to your relax, because the one thing you don't need to be is, nonchalant about things, or you need to be with risk in mind always, even when things are going well. Always have risk management in mind, because you don't know what can happen. Okay,
But
that's the
Jomo,
uncertainty in the market.
markets only go up and Bitcoin
Oh yeah, for
only
sure.
go up. Bitcoin cannot go down. Like, and also shitcoins, they're real projects. They have tech. They're gonna change the world. Wow. Yes, they're going to change the way banks works, tech. It's gonna change. Oh boy, oh boy.
No, see, even if that's right, let's say you bought at 100K Bitcoin, you think it's going to go to a million in 10 years, okay? First of all, you don't know that. Might be, might not be, okay? But what you're missing is that you're going to be on the red, I don't know how much, 20, 30, 50, 70% for so long, while you're missing out on potential short opportunities and then potential long opportunities on the bounces. So what we're saying is, do not subscribe to just holding one coin. Okay, trade the market.
Look at this.
Holistic, what?
Yeah, continue, continue.
Yeah, holistic harmony is saying soon didn't dump. Look, soon is a coin that we have been trading very successfully. First of all, you're right, it didn't dump at all. Okay, and it's actually behaving quite well, but it doesn't mean it won't dump later on. We don't know. Okay, for us, we already took two trades. So the first entry was here in the breakout of this line. So this was where we first traded soon. Then we had another trade on the breakout of this line. Okay, so it was either an add-on or an all-new trade. Beautiful trades, very strong. From the first entry, we had 140%. From the second entry, we had a huge move also. Just 2 days, remember, 70-80%. And you need to understand, the majority of the move probably over. Okay, unless you're going to have like another build up like you had over here, all this, was build up. Maybe you have another one like this and then a continuation. We don't really know. Okay, but one thing I'm gonna give to you, Mr. Holistic, is that the relative strength on Soon is impressive for now. But don't think that if the market will continue down, Soon won't go down with it. Soon is going to go Soon is going to go down soon. If the
And if
market
and if
continues,
it continues, we're
we'll
gonna
be
we're
over it.
gonna
We'll
probably gonna add more to it. I have a runner. It's cool, but don't be naive. Don't be naive, man.
for
Uh,
sure.
oh, look, this guy is saying, look at Arrow. It's a strong coin. Man, these people, they don't know a lot. A lot. They don't know a lot.
Well, you know, he's trying to, he's just saying it was a bounce. By the way, John is one of our members. Shout out to John. So it did bounce, but look, it's a cooked coin. Okay, it's a cooked coin. As CM, you're showing the chart over here. It doesn't matter that it bounced so strong right now because many coins just made this huge kind of bounce, but it means nothing. Okay, it
It's
means
cooked.
nothing. See, CM, you know when you throw a rock from 100 store, from 50, 10, 100 stores up, it will bounce first, right? But
That's a
then it will
dead
continue
cat.
back.
Dead cat bounce. Exactly, man. You throw
Exactly.
a cat,
A dead
even
cat,
a dead cat is going to bounce on the way down. Yeah,
for sure.
this is horrible, man. What, you say, you look at it, oh, it's so strong. What's strong, man? It's making lower highs and lower lows. It's going to probably come back down to this low and take that low eventually. Whether it's going to happen next week, couple of weeks, couple of months, this coin is done, cooked, wrecked. Why it's wrecked as well? Because a lot of people are looking at it. The coins that are highly watched by all these people, they are the most likely to underperform. And you can see, look at the monthly. The big PP man is controlling this chart. You don't fuck with the Bitcoin, the big PP man. Man, you watch Arrow. I watch things like Soon. We watch things like Soon. We watch things like Zcash, Dash, Jelly. This coin is cooked, man. The duck is already in the chart. You want to be in the charts when the duck is not present, because once the duck is there, that's it. It's over. People don't understand, Jomo. It's unbelievable. It's mind blowing, man. And we are always talking about the same thing. The same thing. If it's an overwatched coin, it's probably cooked. Even if we like, just like we called the KASPA top. Why we called the KASPA top back in the days? Because it was overlooked. Every clown on YouTube making a video, KASPA is going 1 million, KASPA is going to 1 billion, KASPA. Total nonsense. And for us, we just, okay, now it's a short candidate, easy. And we're now going to take our attention from this clown coin, this Ponzi coin, to the next one. That's it.
Man, eh, it is just that, okay? Some people just saying some speculations over here. Ralph, good morning. What's up, Ralph?
Ralph printed, man. Ralph printed. Ralph, by the way, Ralph is our lifetime member. Guys, do yourself a favor. Get yourself the lifetime membership and get it over with. Get it over
Yeah.
with. Get the lifetime membership. Pay one time. Get our trade alerts and service for life. We actually lose money on this offer. We literally lose money. Ralph, for example, man, this guy is printing, man. He's trading better than me, man. He shorted them all yesterday, printed, and then he bought dips. This guy is better trader than me, man. Like really, and he's a lifetime member. So really follow Ralph, man. Ralph, share with us what was your best trade in the last couple of days, or like since October 1st. Share with us here. We want to know. Give me three trades. Free trade.
Ooh, three trades. Three
This guy is
trades.
asking, is it late to short? Jomo,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I mean, it is definitely late to short the move of yesterday. Okay. What happened yesterday already bounced, right? So the shorts that we had on the membership yesterday, done, gone. Okay. Will we be looking for more shorts? I think we kind of covered that multiple times in this live. And by the way, for people that don't feel comfortable. A lot of people see they don't feel comfortable shorting because it goes against, human mind. They just want a long, they have all these excuses about shorting is different, difficult. Well, you don't need to do it on your own. Okay. As we said, you can come, join the membership, take the lifetime. As CM said, take it now because it's just a steal, and you'll be with us forever. Whenever we go long, you'll go long with us. Whenever we go short, and we teach how to short also in the courses, okay? You'll go short with us. Easy peasy, Japanesey, okay? And if you want to start with something, you can always start with, the boot camp we have in a couple of weeks, 22nd of October. You have a 25% coupon code. Come, check it out. So, yeah. Yeah, I saw this comment. What do you want to say about that?
Afrojackano. CM reports are coming out. Some crypto companies are going under after this event. Also, people using low leverage 2x got wiped out. I couldn't even get in exchanges to place trades. G brought up. G brought up. Man, also we had a lot of exchanges going bust yesterday. Like like for a few hours got crashed. When
Yeah.
exchanges crashing, it's also a sign that something is that's not it's not a walk in the park. It's not a regular day. When exchanges are crashing, like you cannot and you cannot log into your exchange, that shows high volatility and manipulation and a turning point event. These exchanges crashes are happening usually on market tops or capitulation event. You remember it happened also in the last bear market in May and in
Yeah.
July
Yeah.
when everything collapsed. Another
Yeah.
another point for the bears. Another point for the
Well,
bears.
when an exchange that pays millions of dollars to build infrastructures to stay, running all the time has a downtime because of a liquidation event, that's usually a bad sign. Hodler wins.
It wins. It
Well,
wins
tell.
in the line to the poorhouse. In the line when all the homeless sitting waiting in the line for their hot meal from the people that in like in New York in the cold night around the fire camp. Can I get some? Can I get some? That's when the hodler wins. Wait, my friend. The recession will humble you. The bear will humble you. You're gonna be humbled, my friend. It's coming. Clock is ticking. Cookie. Tell us, man. What are you holding? We want to know
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly which coin
Comment.
are you holding. Please enlighten us. We want your amazing strategy. How are you doing it? How do you do that? How Jomo,
Sven.
how is it? It's impossible to hold like.
I will tell you this mindset because just a couple of comments below, we have this dude we saw him in the past, right? And it's the same. I'm sorry, I don't like to kind of say words, but it's the same kind of ignorance, right? It's the ignorance that people come with. You guys don't hodl, but if you hodl the one coin, so cherry picking, this is the cherry picking fallacy, okay? If you hodl Bitcoin from the bottom, that was big gains, right? First of all, which bottom? Because if you're referring to the $70,000 bottom, well, we bought in after that bottom. So definitely we know when to get back into trades, okay? But if you're referring to like 2013 or 2011 or whatever, then you're just ludicrous, all right? There's like a 0.0001% of people held all the way through now from those kind of OGs, and that's not a strategy. One coin, just one coin out of millions of coins. See, and I don't know how to explain this so people understand. You have millions of crypto coins. One of these, called Bitcoin, the OG, the most important coin of all, is one that creates higher highs from one cycle to another. Okay, it's the only one. Now you want to reflect that and say that, oh, if Bitcoin did it, then my coin. You're saying that, right? So any one of your picks can do the same thing. No, that's not how it works. Okay, that's not how it works. This is cherry picking. Now, also remember the one thing, Mr. Just Chris. Okay, you never know the future. So you're just indulging, you're bathing with hindsight bias right now, saying, oh, Bitcoin, because you just know it did it. But in 2013 or whenever this bottom happened in the end of 2022, you don't know the future. No one can predict the future. Okay, you can always only have theses, and that's why you need a running strategy. That's what we have. So what you're saying, just Chris, is like 99% of people say the same thing. It's just fallacies over fallacies. Okay, just ignorant talk. That's it. Yes, CM, you want to add something?
1 second. Bull run is cooked. KASPA got smoked. Jomo, it was 19 billion liquidated, the highest in history. Wow. Thank you, Pritesh Patel. By the way, guys, do us a favor, like the video, subscribe, share it on your X, follow us on X. And if you want to join the bootcamp, you have the link below with the coupon and everything for you to be happy, and join us. What else do you have? Steven says, last cycle, there was a flash crash and then it started going down a little bit before exploded up. Yeah, man, we are open for all scenarios. It could be a shakeout in the grand scheme of things, but it can also be a triggering event for something nasty that most people are not ready. And I'm going with the side that most people are not expecting. If you look on the majority of people that investors in crypto, they are all bullish. Michael Saylor made a post, Pumptober, Jomo, Pumptober. It's classic. For me, it's classic dump in the face of all these clowns. Dump. And the whales, that's what they do. They're dump. The whales are nasty people. All they want, they just sitting in their houses like that or in their yachts and think how they can F people lives on the best way. And that's the best way. Max Payne, So for me, it makes sense. Crypto will, if Bitcoin lose 100K, man, be careful. Okay, be careful. If Bitcoin start losing the 100K, and that's concerning. Okay, that's concerning. Okay, let's see. I was a millionaire yesterday, back to being a peasant.
Yeah.
I was, man, Jason Bourne. That's why we always use stops. So let's say if you were in our membership now, let's say you were a millionaire yesterday, you put your stops roughly 8 to 10% from the prior high and from the daily high yesterday, or from the day, or maybe probably up in profit on many trades. Nothing will happen to you. You just get stopped out, and also you get trigger on shorts, which cover the little stopping out losses, the temporary stop out losses. You offset that with the shorts that are printing 40%, 30%, 20%. So, man, that's amazing. So really, again, always use stops, man. Always use stops. Then you will always stay in your level. You know
Well,
what I
if this day Jason Bourne is part of our viewers for quite some time, I don't know because I don't recall him. What you should do, okay, just to make sure this doesn't happen to you again, is join the Elite VIP. We saved multiple people, okay, from experiencing what you have experienced now, okay? The only thing that was, standing in between you and good decisions is just good mentors, okay? That's why we invite you. Don't let this happen to you again, because look, even if you had 1 million yesterday, now you have like what, half of it. You're still in good stands, but you don't want that to become half again and then half again. Take, remove the glove, okay, and start doing the good decisions. The first good decision is, coming to our membership. This is where, the good decision making is going to meet, good execution. So you should definitely come, Mr. Bourne, okay? And I'm sorry to hear what happened to you, but I get pissed when this happens because it's avoidable, okay? It is avoidable, okay? You had a good run. I don't know, even I know people that actually were millionaires. They didn't become millionaires thanks to crypto, which is one thing, and then lost it all back. That happens, unfortunately, to all, the hodlers and blah blah blah. But some people actually came with $1 million, bought one coin, usually KASPA this cycle, okay? And now they have half of it, or they have 30% left, or whatever, because it depends when they actually bought the coin. And this is totally avoidable. You don't need to lose all that. You don't need to. Just a few rules, a few tactics, risk management in mind, and that's it. It infuriates me, CM, when I hear these kinds of things, because it's not like they had like an exchange blow off and then it wasn't their fault. The exchange kind of went bankrupt, whatever. It was totally avoidable just by a few small tactics, CM. That's it.
Yeah, you cannot afford this kind of losses, man. You cannot afford. It doesn't matter. Nothing really, nothing really make sense of this kind of losses. Even if the market bounced back up into your break-even point and you're back in the green again, still, you cannot afford this kind of fluctuations in your account as a professional trader or investor, because
As a human being, man.
yeah, as a human being, even as a baboon, you cannot afford it. It's like a baboon get a banana. The baboon cannot afford to have half of his banana off. He cannot afford that, because then he will have only half. Want to eat the banana, right?
Unacceptable. And he only likes that one banana for some reason. He only likes that one banana. He doesn't like other bananas, right?
We have this guy. Okay, you believe in the theory that from the bottom at the top, bro? We believe in the 4-year cycle theory, And now also another major red flag, Jomo, is the new theory that the market cycle is changing, the 4-year cycle is over, now Bitcoin will always go up, and blah, 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 and we will avoid a bear market. That's another major red flag for this cycle top that is coming very, very soon, in my opinion. When they all
We had the
chant,
same one last cycle. The what was it called? The Benjamin Cohen, man. What was it called? The extended cycle.
last cycle was the extended cycle. This cycle is the super cycle.
The
Every
super cycle.
cycle they come with this bollocks, man. Oh boy, man. Jomo,
It's
yeah,
compelling. I understand when you don't when you're and again, sorry for the word, but if when you're ignorant, because some people they just don't try to teach themselves about market structures and market movements and past cycles and nothing. They just come and just they feed themselves, you know, that narratives that sound good. Okay, stop feeding yourself things that sound good and actually make things that work.
where are the cast hodlers, Jomo? Where are the cast hodlers? John, don't worry about it. Sometimes I'm making comments, just don't take it personally, man. It's all good, man. We like you. We love you. We love you, John. We come from the place that we want to
Pookie
help you.
pookie.
We help you, yeah, help you, pookie pookie, help you become a better trader, and it's a lifetime, no?
Yeah, he's a lifetime. Yeah,
John, you're stuck with us for life, man. So,
for life. Yes.
just get used to the nonsense of CM. Just get used to the nonsense and try to, cherry pick the gem out of all the nonsense. I'm saying, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I say good stuff, so just cherry pick them.
Yeah, for sure.
Jelly, jelly soon. Oh yeah,
Those were his best trades.
Ralph is saying the best trades he had, jelly and soon, and he is beautifully printing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow, that's the beauty, man. I'm actually happy and proud to see our members thriving when all the other market participants, hodlers, cooked,
Gone.
gone. People lost billions, millions.
This
And
is a very good month for us, by the way, so far.
oh, wow, and it's the best month of the year, man. For me, the best month of the year. Actually, it's like this one in July when Ethereum broke, because Ethereum was a huge position.
Yeah.
But I think trade-wise, like gains-wise on individual trades, by
Yeah.
far the best.
This month is amazing.
By far the best. 2 or 3 doubles we had in like last week.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
More. We had
Yeah.
Jelly doubling. We had Soon doubling. We had Dode doubling. Yeah.
Dude, it's DOOD.
It's the doodles. Yeah, it's dude. It's the doodles coin, which is an NFT.
It's also a meme coin, right? It's a meme coin.
It's an NFT. It's an NFT coin. Yeah. Look, I like this. I like this comment. Maher is saying crypto today make poorly near. It's funny. I like it. Funny. I like it. Anyway, Sam, look, I don't see a lot of good comments happening. I think I'm gonna bounce very soon. Are you gonna stay?
No, man, I'm gonna bounce, man. I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah. I think the main message we have for people, okay, is that whenever you have good tactics, okay, whenever you have your tactics and strategies aligned, okay, you avoid the bad stuff. You avoid the gray swans, and you can avoid a lot of the black swans also. Not all of them, because some of them are just imposed on everyone, and that's tough shit. But you can also avoid having 100% of you getting affected on any black swan. Why? Because you have good tactics, counterparty risk, for example, solutions, just risk management in mind, because so many of you have zero respect to risk management. You have this insane ability to be hopeful about your one dear coin that will be the next Bitcoin, as if the probabilities are just saying to you, the gods of probability are saying, oh, you just hold it and you're becoming gazillionaire forever. Oh, no, you need to avoid these types of thoughts. Whenever you have these kind of too yiffy yaffy thoughts about one coin, it means you're doing it very wrong. Okay. And whenever you say, oh, if Bitcoin did it, I can do it also, again, bad thoughts. You need to have good tactics. You need to have risk management in mind, stop losses, position sizing. You need to know where the money is going, where the money is going way off, when to short, when to long. All this is very much in the realm of possibilities. All you need to do is just, in our opinion, come to our membership, and you will see how probably your life gets changed because your eyes see you have your eyes get opened just like your emoji over here, and you will avoid all this backlash. And again, CM, what do you think people feel, when they have these types of days? They feel like shit, I guess, when you're like down 50%. I don't remember when I was last down 50% on anything. I don't think I was down more than like 9% of one individual coin maximum. And that's like 0.1% of my capital usually, or 1% sometimes, you know what I mean? So, hey, we invite you to join your membership. That's where you're going to find true alpha, okay? That's where you're going to find, the good things. That's where you're going to find all the things that we give and share over and over and over again. And as CM said, and you saw John, you saw Ralph, you saw John Glovin, also 3 of our lifetime members. They're with us for life. Do yourself a favor, grab one of these lifetime members, because we lose money on that, and you'll actually be with us for life. And you know how it is. You've been watching us for months now. This was avoidable. CM, any last words?
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna show them the chart. I just saw, man. It's insane. It's scary as f. I'm gonna
All
show
right.
the chart. See you,
Cheers, CM.
see
See
you,
you,
Joe.
everybody.
Look, guys, you gotta watch this. This is madness. This is madness. You gotta watch this. Look at this. This is the total free, man. Look at the total free. First of all, slamming into resistance. You have the weekly bar. This is the biggest weekly smack in the face on this chart pretty much since here. Look at that. Since this baby here. It's pretty much the same size of this baby here back in May 2021 on the Elon Musk crash. Oh my God. This is not looking good, my friends. Let's look on the stochastic here. On the weekly, look at the stochastic rolling over here. Bam, rolling over. 2 week crossing. We're gonna keep you posted next week. Make sure to subscribe, because we tell you the truth in the face. We're not talking nonsense. And look at the monthly. Monthly, if it crossing this month like that, with this, if this candle closed, there is a risk now that this is a major top. This could be a major top, guys. This is no joke. This candle is no. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. Look, where is the COVID? You see the COVID crash? Look at the COVID candle here. That was a 53%, the COVID candle, monthly candle here of March. Look what's going on here in October. From top to bottom, that was a 35%. Yeah, man, that's not looking good. That's not looking good. We'll see how it closes, man. If it closes up, it could be bullish. But if it closes like that or down, that's bearish as F. Yep. And what else do we have